back to my YouTube channel. My name is Boitumelo Thage. In the previous video I spoke about activism, and in this video I'm going to be speaking about non-profit organizations, and it's going to be quite a quick video. So what is a non-profit organization? A non-profit organization is an organization that is not driven by making a profit, but rather driven by a specific cause. And non-profit organizations play a huge role in our country because, in my opinion, they bridge the gap that is created by poverty, created by unemployment, created by social injustice, basically. There are many non-profit organizations that operate in our country which play a huge role in advocating for victims of gender-based violence, advocating for people who are disadvantaged and underprivileged, advocating for many different societal needs. Non-profit organizations also run as religious groups or environmental groups, meaning they advocate for the environment. We also have charities and advocacy groups. In order for you to open or start your NPO, you simply need board members, founding documents, which would be your constitution, and lastly, ID documents. So in order for you to draft your constitution, you can simply go onto the website of the Department of Social Development, and they have a guide as to how you can draft your constitution. The Department of Social Development has actually made it easy for us to start our non-profit organizations because their online response is quite quick, and you can actually submit all your documents online and they respond to you within 2 or 6 weeks, and you can then move forward. You started your non-profit organization and now you probably want to know what to do. So I think in order for you to take the next step after starting your non-profit organization, because that's easy, you need to have a vision, which would be in your constitution. You need to have a mission. You need to have goals, and you need to have, I think I should say, short-term goals and long-term goals, so that you don't get stuck in between. Your non-profit organization needs to have, if I can say, a niche. So you don't want to find yourself all over the place trying to do everything, because not only will you burn out, but your NPO will probably also lose its impact. It's quite important that when you have a non-profit organization, you have a high level of consistency, and also that you ensure that you cover everything that you set out. So with a second chance, what we do is we ensure that we have our monthly goals and that we move from there. So if we say we want to have 2-3 drives in March, we make sure that we work towards having 2 to 3 clothing drives or food drives in March, and we also make sure that we cover the same areas so that we're consistent, and so that we ensure that we have a bigger impact in the community. We don't move from one place to another, because that creates inconsistency, and also it creates a you're just sort of all over the place. Do you start a non-profit organization, or do you join one? I think that's a question that a lot of people ask. There's a lot of people who are interested in non-profit organizations, but they're not sure if they should start their own or join an existing nonprofit organization. And I think my advice for that is volunteer for a nonprofit organization for however long you'd want to volunteer. See what they do, how they do it, and if after a week, 2 weeks, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 months, you still feel that you want to start your own nonprofit organization and now you've seen how it works, then it will become easier for you to start your own nonprofit organization, because now you have experience, now you have a background on how things work, and it makes it easier for you to start your own. You'd have your own experience as to how nonprofit organizations work. You'd have learned what is done, how to do it, how to organize, how to plan, how to go out and source funding, and that makes it easier for you to start your nonprofit organization. So I think that would make it, because I did the same thing actually. So yeah.
go lo kra le bogare le boga dijo tse re fleng tsona re le boga le sata se fleng dijo tse kopedi montate re go ka oketsa mo go leng gore go a fokotse ga gona ka leina la Jesu Kriste.